Planet Earth. In 4,500 million years, our world has gone through many natural changes. Now it's changing once again, but this time we ourselves are contributing to those changes. We are causing the world to heat up. If we continue to behave as we are doing, our children and grandchildren will have to deal with extreme and potentially catastrophic changes. The vast forests of the Amazon could wither and burn. The oceans could turn acid, destroying much of the life they presently contain. The Arctic could be transformed, its ice could melt, and its most famous animals vanish forever. Rising tides could cast millions of people adrift. Many of our coastal cities could be flooded and drowned. We still have time. There are ways to minimize these changes if we all choose now to adopt them. But the next few years will be crucial. If we miss our chance, the future may be grim indeed for life on planet Earth. The great majority of scientists are now agreed that our planet is warming and that human beings are at least some part of the reason it's doing so. The questions now are what is going to happen and what can we do about it? We know there is now more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than at any time in the last 650,000 years. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. Invisible and odorless, it surrounds our planet, warming it like a blanket. And every year, we add another 25 billion tons of it to the atmosphere. As the blanket gets thicker, the planet gets warmer.
That was the forecast for 2006, and this may well be the forecast in 2050. Yes, you're not hearing things 44 years from now, and it will probably be another scorcher. Now, temperatures in the early 21st century were record-breaking at 38 in London and 33 across Scotland, more par for the course nowadays, and quite a sultry night to come for many, with temperatures just outside London no lower than 26 degrees Celsius. And it's going to be followed by a scorcher of a day tomorrow. Again, the dry weather, the heat continues, so no relief from the drought in the southeast of England. Not great news for the gardeners. These longer growing seasons are not being matched by increased summer rainfall, unfortunately. The Midlands.
Most of us relish the chance to soak up a little heat. Remember the summer of 2003? But that summer had a dark side. Tens of thousands of Europeans died in the heat. While summers like that are still rare, the odds are that by the middle of this century we'll get such a scorcher every other year. And by the end of the century, it'll be so hot that a summer like 2003 will feel cold. That sounds frightening. Is it really true? We all would like to know for certain what will happen to our climate in the future, whether we'll be sweltering in a heat wave or inundated by floods. But scientists can only give us a range of possibilities, and what they're telling us is that our world will warm anywhere between 1.4 and 5.8 degrees Celsius in the next century. To put it another way, The impact of global warming will be somewhere between severe and catastrophic. Weather predictions of any kind are not easy, but at the Met Office's Hadley Centre, the forecasters have a particularly difficult problem.
Clear sky and cloud.
They're looking at what our climate might be like in 100 years from now, using a process called climate modelling.